Good evening, everyone. The case against the Lancaster man accused of being the driver in a crash that took the lives of two of his teenage classmates has been thrown out of court more than 2 years after he was initially charged. Ryan Stencil was initially charged with 2 counts of criminally negligent homicide.
Today, those charges were dropped and the indictment dismissed. But the acting district attorney says Stencil is not out of the woods yet. Our Trina Canderson joins us with more tonight. Trina.
Dave and Kelsey, today a judge dismissed the charges against Stencil on a technicality. Prosecutors say they are disappointed in that decision, and now they will begin the fight to take this case back to court.
2 young girls who died, 2 families who are devastated now by this loss.
Prosecutors say in 2022, Ryan Stencil was driving 2 19-year-old women, Mackenzie Mysick and Molly Kaminsky, to a friend's house when he lost control. The vehicle hit a tree and went up in flames. Both young women passed away. After 11 months, a grand jury indicted Stencil, charging him with 2 counts of criminally negligent homicide. Former Erie County DA John Flynn says that was the beginning of a lengthy legal battle. Flynn says toxicology results showed Stencil had THC in his blood after the crash. That evidence was presented to the grand jury.
However, this particular toxicologist was not comfortable in making an opinion, a medical opinion, that he was under the influence or impaired by marijuana.
Because of this, County Judge Kenneth Case ruled the toxicology results could not be used. The defense team argued the prosecution should have never presented that evidence to the grand jury because it was misleading.
We accepted that because we still had excessive speed, snowy, wintry conditions, dark out at night, rural road with no lights.
Flynn says several changes throughout this legal battle played a role in the outcome, including expert testimonies on the car's speed being recanted. Then, in the middle of all of this, a new judge was brought in to preside over the case. Flynn says the defense used that to their advantage.
What a defense lawyer does is take a handful of mud, throw it against a wall, and see what sticks. And in this case, unfortunately, it stuck.
Family members of the victims are disappointed in this recent decision. Mysick's uncle says there will never be real closure.
It's just disappointing in the sense that we'd like at least the opportunity for a trial to be heard.
Kaminsky's parents provided News 4 with a statement saying, quote, "He knew then what he did and he knows now what he did. He needs to live with that shame regardless of today's outcome, as do those who worked to help him avoid any kind of accountability." Both the former DA and the acting DA say they understand the family's frustrations and are still pursuing justice.
The DA is committed to doing whatever they got to do at an appeal to fight for this family.
Now, acting Erie County DA Michael Cain says he disagrees with Judge Carrie Phillips' decision, and his office will be filing an appeal. But Flynn says it could be months before we see any progress in that appeal. Reporting in the studio, Trina Canderson, News 4.